MasterChef has come to Ireland in search of the country's top amateur chefs. A grueling process of challenges that will push each contestant to their very limits. It's the ultimate in cooking. And judging it will be two of Ireland's foremost culinary figures. Michelin star chef Dylan McGrath.
It'll be really interesting to see what sort of talent is out there.
And restaurateur Nick Munier.
To be able to sort of take and nurture these home amateur cooks, but turn them into chefs. Now that's what I'm really excited to do.
From over 1,000 applications, 10 great chefs remain.
I really want to stay in this competition till the end.
I would love to win it. I don't think I'd be happy going out at any point, really.
To date, the contestants have got through a tough audition round.
I think you can really cook, so welcome to MasterChef.
They have survived putting their personality on a plate.
I'm not going to finish now.
Last time, they cooked for the experts.
A hake died for no reason today.
All have battled for their lives.
It's a minute to plate it up, a minute.
In the quest for the MasterChef Ireland title and the chance to win €25,000 in prize money. Every one of them are desperate to keep their hands on their MasterChef aprons.
No, I love it. Oh my God.
After this challenge, only 9 will remain. And this is their first challenge outside the MasterChef kitchen.
Just the chaos in the kitchen is just incredible. Yeah, just not knowing where anything is a nightmare.
Who will be the next to return their apron and end their MasterChef dream?
Hello and welcome to Ballyfin, County Laois. Today is your first off-site challenge.
Tonight, Ballyfin House will be hosting a cocktail party for 40 guests under the direction of Executive Chef Fred Cordonnier. You will be responsible for preparing 10 canapes.
But there's going to be a little twist. There's going to be 2 teams, so it's going to be the red team versus the blue team.
Mike, we have decided you're going to lead the red team.
From Limerick, Mike is 37, a very keen amateur cook whose day job is as a district manager for Extravision.
Christine, you're going to lead the blue team.
Christine is 21 and has been in a professional kitchen before today, as her parents owned a restaurant in County Cork.
Mike, will you please choose your team, one person at a time?
Regine?
I don't know why he picked me. I should hope it's because of my cooking ability. I'm very competitive and he knows that, and I'll be in it to win it, and I'll want our team to win, our team to perform, so I'll try and help him along with that.
Christine?
Shane. I picked Shane first today. He really has an amazing ability, great knowledge for food, and I thought he would be a good member of the team. I think I made a good decision.
Mike, will you please choose your next person?
Conal. I like Conal, the way he thinks his food, the way the combinations come together, and how he executes everything.
Okay, Christine?
Mary.
I'm delighted that you picked me, and I think we've got a very strong team, so it's a bit unnerving, the fact that, you know, we're put on 2 separate teams, because I'm kind of conscious that if I make a mistake, it's not just my neck that's on the line, it's the rest of the team as well, which, you know, adds a bit more pressure.
Claire and Richard, we have to win this thing. I whispered in his ear about, you know, who he should pick and who the other contestants should be, but I think at the end of the day, you've got 10 very strong contestants.
Mike?
Claire-Anne?
Everyone he picked is perfect. I couldn't have chosen better, so really good team, very confident. going to win this thing.
Christine?
Richard.
It wasn't great to be picked down the batting order, as it were. I was picked third last. It's an indication of where your teammates rank you. If they think I'm down the pecking order, they'll find out that I'm not.
Mike, please choose your last person.
Pierce. I'm really looking forward to today's challenge. Looking forward to getting into a professional kitchen and doing a bit of cooking. I'm pretty confident. I think we'll give the Blues a good run for their money anyway.
Yarrick, come and join Christine's team.
It doesn't bother me that I was picked last. Someone had to pick first and someone had to pick last. It makes no difference for me at all.
Teams, it's now early morning. Your guests are arriving at 4 o'clock. You have plenty to do. Will you please now go and meet Chef Fred for your instructions? And good luck to both of you.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Ballyfin. So let's go and get cracking. Follow me.
Ballyfin House Hotel sits at the foothills of the Slieve Bloom Mountains in County Laois. The house is one of the most lavish Regency mansions in Ireland. Built in the 1820s, its recent restoration took 8 years, and after reopening earlier this year, it is now regarded as one of the country's most exclusive venues. Executive chef is Fred Cordonnier, who's had a career honed in Michelin star restaurants. From the south of France to London, Fred has perfected his craft, working with chefs like Bruno Loubet and Raymond Blanc. Since moving to Ireland, Fred has worked in the K Club, Longville House and Patrick Guibo's. He's going to take each team individually for a masterclass in their 5 different canapés. Each person will execute their own and make 40 of each. Teams will prepare 4 savoury and 1 sweet canapé. First into Fred's kitchen is Mike and the red team.
Okay, I have to give you 1 canapé per person. Some of you will have a little bit more to do, some a little bit less, so you can work as a team. You will benefit from each other and learn new skill from all those different recipes.
Today's challenge, this is exactly why I came into MasterChef. What a venue, what a chef, what food. This is why we're here.
Mike, as a team leader, will be doing the beef tartare.
I'm going to be doing the beef tartare with a quail's egg on top on a little crispy brioche.
When it's time to send the canapés, the food will not go out if it's not the way you see it there. They will not pass the pass if they're not up to standard. This is very important. Breeding, you'll be doing the escargot and coquille, which is the snails.
I'm doing the escargot. Never cooked escargot. I've eaten lots of them though, so hopefully it'll work out fine.
Frog legs for you. Very traditional French.
I'm actually doing a pan-fried frog's leg, lollipop, and then I got to prep 40 frog's legs, so that's going to take a bit of time as well.
Claire Anne will be doing the cucumber on salmon. It's a little cucumber jelly, and then marinated Irish salmon, and a little bit of sour cream. And what we do is we smoke it. So just before it goes to the guests, we're going to smoke it. We're going to use what I call is a smoked gun.
Today I'm cooking a cucumber jelly that's topped with cured salmon that has the exciting ingredient of smoke trapped in the top of it. Out comes this amazing hickory smoke.
And Pierce will be doing the dessert, which will be served last, obviously. It's basically a chocolate lollipop. Inside it, we put a chocolate ganache.
Today I've been assigned the raspberry chocolate lollipop. It's not something that I would normally choose to do, so I'm looking forward to giving it a go today.
Welcome, guys. Blue team.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good.
Looking forward to seeing what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it?
Great.
Fantastic.
So, Christine.
Yeah.
You're the leader. You'll be doing the foie gras and fig dish. So basically, this is a foie gras. Basically, it's the liver of a duck. And then what goes on the top is a fig puree. Close it, and it's ready to go.
I think our final team is fantastic. I think we're all in it to win it. Everyone's enthusiastic, energetic, and is just ready to get into the kitchen. I think we all believe in our hearts that we can win it, you know, and I hope that I can do them proud and, you know, lead them well.
Mary, you'll be doing the liquid hard-boiled egg, which is this one here. What I do is I put it into a canister, and then what I do is you fill it up so it becomes nice and creamy.
I have done canapés before, but never to this standard and never on the scale. So, you know, I've definitely tasted them before. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Richard, you'll be doing the oysters, the Irish oysters.
I was a little disappointed with the dish that I got to make. It was incredibly simple, very few elements to it.
Simple, very, very simple. And that's it.
Like, my cat could have made that dish. It really was that easy.
Jarek, you'll be doing the sea ocean scrambled eggs. You're from Poland, yeah?
I'm from Poland, yeah. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
So they look prickly on everything, but you can touch them. Yes, there is something inside. We use it in scrambled eggs.
When I first came over to Ireland, didn't know English at all. I got a job as a kitchen porter. I worked my way up from kitchen porter to assistant manager for the last 7 years. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah. Strong taste, or?
I like it. I really love cooking, and MasterChef is the first step to become a professional chef.
And that's it.
And I hope I win. That's what I'm here for.
Shane, you'll be doing the dessert, which is strawberries, yuzu cream, and vanilla foam. It's like sweet shaving cream.
I think both teams are very, very strong. It's going to be a tough challenge. They're all excellent cooks.
Voilà.
But hopefully, blue team will do it.
Best of luck, and I'll see you later on.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
I think it's the right task at the right point that we're at in the competition.
It's a great, great place for us to see who's got leadership skills, who takes the flag and runs with it, or who doesn't.
I just hope that we get the best out of them today and that they learn something from today.
Come on, lads. Let's go. On the red team on that side, blue team on this side. Yes, sir.
1 o'clock and prep starts. Guests will arrive for a 4 p.m. champagne and canapés reception, so there's no time to waste. Leader of the red team is 37-year-old dad of 2, Mike from Limerick.
We're getting on okay. There's an awful lot of prep done. A lot more than we expected. But I think we're on top of our workload at the moment. Quite a lot to do, but we'll get there eventually.
The blue team leader is 21-year-old University of Limerick architectural student, Christine.
Okay, guys, we have 2.5 hours. This hour is the first hour. Then we have another hour and a half before service. Okay, we just get as much as we can done in terms of prep, and then we'll see where we are then after that, all right? Jarek, how are you doing? Have you got your ingredients?
Yeah.
Richard, have you got your ingredients?
I have.
Have you been downstairs, Shane? You have? Someone down there is getting stuff for everyone. Okay, grab a box. And you'll be sorted, all right? Sorry now. At the moment, everyone's at different phases. Everyone knows what their first step is, their second step is, third step is. It's very important that people keep on track and just keep talking to each other. You know, if people need a hand, we'll jump in, we'll help, there's no problem. Just need to stay on track, basically. So I think just once we do that and we're focused, we should be fine.
On the red team, Scottish-born Claire Ann is responsible for the only fish canapés that they're preparing.
I'm just measuring out my cucumber jelly that I've made. So once I get this in, I'm going to pop these in the fridge, and then I'll move on to the salmon cure and then get my quenelle sorted.
On the blue team, 43-year-old Richard is responsible for one of their fish canapés.
I was a little bit frustrated, to be honest. I was a little disappointed with the dish that I got to make. I was under no pressure at all. I felt like a bit of a spare part, but it was pretty simple. Basically just chuck an oyster and throw some, you know, pretty much like a granita, which is just frozen slush puppy basically on top of it. You know, in terms of the kind of cooking that the rest of the guys were doing, like I wasn't getting to do that, and I found that, you know, a little frustrating.
Richard, how are you?
Yeah.
Do you need somebody on board?
Pardon?
You need somebody on board? Because I'm around. Are you? What are you at?
Chicken oysters.
Oh yeah, no, as in what number wise?
Finished.
Are you? Savage. How are you getting on?
Finished.
Oh, well done. Jeez, that's great. Has anyone got a spare minute? No? Richard?
Are
you in the middle of something?
Yeah.
Is Richard free?
No.
You're not?
Not at the moment.
I'm going to take these Harstein chives.
Earlier this morning, red team leader Mike picked 28-year-old Bridgine first, and at the moment, she's the driving force on their team.
Do you need all those eggs, Mary?
I need 12 eggs.
Well, can I take some of them then? Can I get some smoked bacon, please? And castor sugar, please. Mike, we need more shallots. Do you want to start cutting these? Has anybody got free hands there? Are we all too busy? Mike, I need some parsley chopped. Yeah, I need 100 grams. I think I can be single-minded in what I want to do. You know, I'm not scared of a challenge. Like, I cycled to Electric Picnic last year and I'd never landed, and that was like 70k. Jumped on my bike and then said, yeah, I can do this. Mike, how are you going the parsley? Mike?
Yes?
How are you going the parsley?
A couple of minutes away.
Good work, guys. We're doing well. Mike, capers and Dijon.
Are you okay, Eric? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, you call if you need help, all right?
Yeah, I will. Definitely I will.
Over on the blue team, Polish national Jarek is tackling the sea urchin with scrambled eggs.
At the moment, I'm trying to open the seafood chunks, which I've never done before. And it's quite challenging for me because the shells are very, very hard and they're cracking. I have to open 40 of them. I only done maybe 7, 8. I have to be careful to not crack this sea in half because this has to be used as a plate. We'll be serving in this.
1:30, and everyone is busy pulling the elements of their dishes together. They now have just 2 hours until Fred wants them to present a sample of their canapés before service starts at 4 p.m.
How are you getting on with those frog legs?
Yeah, pretty good.
On the red team, 38-year-old Connell is preparing the frog's legs and has picked up the technique quite quickly.
It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, actually. I thought I'd have to bone it with a knife, but you showed me a technique with your hand, which is sort of like, okay, you start off by cutting the frog at the hip, and then you take it, push the skin down like that. Not very pleasant, but pretty effective, so that's all you need to do. It sits like that.
Where are you at now?
I'm chopping up my eggs. I'm in good shape.
Okay, so you have your garnishes ready, you've got your spring onion ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so will I give you a call at the 10-minute mark?
Waterford-born Mary is attempting the liquid hard-boiled egg, the most complicated dish on the blue menu.
It is hard, it's quite technical, so it is a challenge. The pressure's going to be right the way through. Yeah, just not knowing where anything is a nightmare.
But while preparing her parsley sauce, Mary runs into a technical problem.
Whoa, that's a 3 grand machine, yeah?
Sorry.
3 grand, it cost me this. Okay. You don't move the ball on the top, you just switch it on. That's it. Don't shake the ball. I don't want to hear shit. Don't shake the ball. 15 minutes, guys. I need to see 1 sample of each dish.
I hold and you pipe, all right?
Okay.
So we'll get a system going. All right, yeah, you leave it there. You fill up your piping bag, all right? And then I'll... Okay.
2 p.m. and Mike is struggling with all the elements of his canapés. He needs to place the beef tartare on the brioche, then top with a quail's egg.
Delegate your team there. Need a hand on the tartare. You give a hand to the girl to do the tartare.
Okay.
With Mike under pressure to plate up 40 beef tartares, Claire-Anne and Bridgine are enlisted to help.
We had, I think it was 3, 4 people free, and everybody chipped in, so we took different parts of it. You know, it was just a little conveyor belt of staff, and everybody was putting their work in, and it just came together really nice.
Pierce, who to date in the competition has never cooked anything sweet, is on the red team's dessert.
At the moment, I'm making a ganache for the chocolate lollipops, and then fill little chocolate lollipop molds with the ganache mixture.
Meanwhile, Shane is struggling with his crème anglaise for the blue team's dessert canapés of strawberries with a yuzu foam.
I've never done crème anglaise before, so I'm a bit worried about it.
Okay, guys, in 5 minutes, I want 1 sample of each on the pass. On the pass needs to be cleaned up as well, yeah?
Yes, chef.
As Pierce puts the finishing touches on his raspberry ganache lollipops, Shane is not having as much success with the blue team's dessert.
How much cream have you got there?
Just under 250.
We need 250, no?
You need 250?
Well, what's the recipe?
250 and 250. 250 milk, 250 cream.
Yeah, but whoa.
Yeah.
There's eggs inside there.
There's eggs.
This
is gone.
This is gone.
Yeah.
Goes in the bin.
Yep.
Sorry.
Can I put this down the drain? Yeah.
With only half an hour to go before service, Shane starts his crème anglaise again.
If I was you, I go over there to the pastry section there, over there, and wake your man up. He's falling asleep in the strawberries.
Okay. Shane, where are we at? We're going to be plating up in 5 minutes. I'll give you a call, all right?
No,
is all your stuff on trays?
Yeah, no, it is. It's on trays.
Okay, 3 minutes to go, guys. Yard, you need to get your eggs on, all right?
The 10 remaining MasterChef contestants are on their first off-site challenge in Ballyfin House, County Laois. They've had to prepare French canapés for an afternoon champagne reception where their guests will ultimately judge the winning team.
They really have to look the part. When they come out on the tray, guests want to pick it up. They want to pick up those canapés and enjoy them. And also canapés are a way of sort of stimulating the senses for the treats that are going to come with the courses after.
Nothing can fall short. When you've only got 2 or 3 components to a little canapé, each component has to stand alone and be executed properly.
And that's where they need to start understanding flavours, technique, how these great ingredients work well together. I think we'd be interested to see who actually pulls it off today. Let's hope they don't go off the page.
Each of the guests will be asked to score the canapés individually, and at the end of the reception, they will be asked to vote for their favourite team, red or blue.
Presentation is very important, so I look forward to a good presentation.
I haven't tasted the French canapé in a long time, but I still have the French palate, so I'm looking forward to it, definitely.
Crispy frog legs. I never tried them before, so looking forward to this dish.
Liquid hard-boiled egg as well, can't wait to taste that. You know, it sounds really absolutely amazing, you know.
With all the guests eagerly awaiting their canapés, there is nothing left to do but for Chef Fred to taste all of them to make sure he's happy to send them into the room. First up are Richard's oysters.
Okay, oysters. I have the oysters. I need to taste the salmon next. Okay, the granite is good. Okay, the oyster is good. Perfect. Well done. Organic salmon, please. Okay, the flavor is very good. Okay?
Thanks, Fred.
Crispy frog legs, please. Okay. We didn't season the frog legs. There's no seasoning whatsoever. Salt. So we put a little bit of fleur de sel, yeah? Just before we sand it. Okay. Just on the top, yeah? No, I need to taste a chocolate lollipop, please, and the strawberry dessert. Thank you very much, Pierce. Tastes very good. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Tiny little bit. A little drop on the balsamic. A little bit more.
Yes, chef.
Okay?
Thank you.
The ocean. Snails will be next. Thank you. Seasoning is good. Yeah? It's very good.
Thank you, chef.
Okay, well done. Very good. Excellent. Escargot.
Yes.
Yes?
Nice.
Very good. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. A little bit more seasoning in the beef. Otherwise, it's okay.
Excellent. Thanks, Fred.
Now, Christine's foie gras parfait.
Okay, Christine.
Yes.
Did you taste it?
Yes.
Are you happy with it?
Yes.
I want you to grab a spoon and I want you to have a taste.
I really like it.
You really like it? Well, it's too salty. We won't be able to serve this.
Really?
Yes, really. It's too salty. Okay, we need to make another recipe quickly, very, very quickly, and re-season it. Yes?
Yes, chef.
Get going with it, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, chef.
With only 15 minutes before service, and with all her canapés to do again, Christine has enlisted the help of Shane and Mary.
Okay, I'll start washing these soap.
Guys, how are we gonna... I'm gonna use... I have a mousse here. Just put this in a blender, okay? We're ready to go. 1 minute plate up, guys, all right?
Christine busily pulls her dish together as the first canapes leave the kitchen.
First canapé will be the oysters, okay?
How long to service? 30 seconds.
Trays of canapes from each team will leave the kitchen at the same time, accompanied by red or blue napkins. The guests will be asked at the end of the night to vote with either a red or a blue poker chip for their favourite team's canapes.
Oysters from the blue team? The blue team, yes, we'll take a blue napkin.
No, this is a no for me.
This jelly doesn't have any flavor or any taste. It just looks like a plastic.
I had a bit of a dread of the old oyster, to be honest.
That was my first time to taste oysters.
It's beautiful, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. No, I've got it. Excuse me.
Bridgine is up to the pass next with her escargot.
Yeah? Okay, service. That's it.
I enjoyed the snail. I thought it had a nice buttery garlic flavor.
It lacked a little bit of punch.
Time is nearly up for Yarrick, who is next and will need to present all of his sea urchins at the pass.
Sea urchin, chef.
Into taste.
Can I get the sea urchin now?
Okay, guys, let's...
Now.
Come on, chef.
Now.
Guys, get them up. Bring them up, all right? Just bring them up.
So am I
Guys, come on, bring them up here.
now.
Bring them up.
Let's go.
You can have change.
I like it very much. It has a scrambled eggs feel about it. It's really balanced. I think it's really delicate, very nice.
Soft. I just thought it's just very buttery. Yeah, very homely.
While Christine's new batch of parfaits steam, she's helping Mary put the final touches on her liquid hard-boiled eggs.
Okay, 1 minute. I want the eggs on the pass.
Okay, chef. Okay, let's go.
Yes, chef. Okay, those eggs ready, girls?
Yes, they're ready. All right, let's go. Yeah, that's not done.
Okay, 2 more. 1 more. Happy?
No, not yet, chef.
Okay, let's go. On y va.
I'm going heck from the blue team.
Well, my first reaction was how you could have a liquid hard-boiled egg, but I'd have to say it's very, very tasty. It's totally different. And it's very tasty.
Yeah, that's good.
Connell now needs to present 40 cooked and complete crispy frog's legs with parsley and garlic.
How are they looking, chef? Are they okay?
Nearly there.
Nearly there?
Nearly there. Patience.
Okay, we're going to start plating. Start going around that way, okay?
It's a lovely combination, isn't it? Yeah. It really complements.
The red team are just slightly edging it thanks to the crispy frog's legs with the mousse that was just superb.
Christine and her helpers have nearly finished her second batch of foie gras parfait, fig puree and marinated figs.
Has the chef checked that mousse?
Yeah,
or is that the same salty mousse that he told you? It's a different mousse. Check it with the chef. Check it with the chef.
Can you taste this? All right, let's get these in the oven now as quick as we can, all right? Oh, deep breaths. Yeah, just slightly over seasoned and I have to redo it again. So I'm literally in the last half an hour doing it again.
So in about 5 minutes, we'll go with the tartare.
I can't do anything about it, really hope for the best, you know. We just got to stay positive, keep the team motive going. So yeah, no, we'll be okay, we'll be okay.
Oh yes, that's number one. Absolutely, that's delicious. In fact, can I have some more?
The flavor was really nice, but the texture was wrong. It was too liquid.
Come on, lads, I need those tartares.
Hopefully they were happy, but I think as a team we came together and that's more important than any individual performance.
that we just had there now, that was gorgeous.
Quail egg was cooked to perfection. The beef tartare could have been cut up a little bit more. I had a few capers, but not an awful lot. And the brioche was fantastic.
All the savoury canapés are out, and now it's time for Pierce to complete his chocolate lollipops and Shane's strawberries with yuzu foam.
You ready with your dessert, yeah? Strawberries in the glasses, cream ready to go. Okay? Service, s'il vous plaît.
Thank you, team. Won't be doing those again in a hurry.
Oh.
Thank you.
All canapés have been served, and now the contestants can only hope that they've done enough to win a vote from the guests.
I was torn between the blue and the red, but the dessert and the steak tartare made it final for me.
The blue team strawberries I thought were absolutely beautiful. It was very, very close up to this. I'll just have to check the scorecard again now.
The following morning, back in the MasterChef kitchen.
Good morning, and well done on your first day spent in a professional kitchen.
Thank you. Whatever happened inside the kitchen, it was certainly your guests that decided who did the best canapés on the day.
As the guests were leaving, we asked them to vote. A red chip for the red team and a blue chip for the blue team.
And the results are in. $11 for the blue and 22 for the red.
Well done, guys. Well done, guys.
Excellent, excellent. Congratulations, red team. You worked as the most cohesive team, and the result, the most enjoyed canapés.
Both teams had all of the attributes of a winning formula. However, it was the team who behaved like a team that won the competition. We can't blame it on the leadership because Christine tried all day long. It was as if her team just wouldn't gel with her in the way that the other guys did.
Mike, congratulations to you and your team.
Well done, Mike.
For that, will you please take the rest of the day off and leave the room and hang up your aprons?
Happy days. Good luck, guys. Excellent. Well done. Well done.
Wow, I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, great compliments, great team, happy days.
Blue team, will you please go out and get into your MasterChef aprons?
A bit disappointed. Nobody wants to be in this position, but you know, we just have to work our hardest now and we'll remain strong and we'll keep going.
Sick to my stomach, I'm so nervous. Yeah, I'm just hoping that I'll be able to produce a good plate of food, no matter what the circumstances and no matter what the challenge is.
I'm disappointed with what Dylan said about the teamwork because I actually don't think that was in any way true. I did think we worked well together.
Feeling nervous. I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of minutes. What are they preparing for us? I'm sure I can create some dish. Hoping that we like it.
In front of you is a mystery box full of French ingredients. You have to cook something to keep you in the competition.
You can use as many or as few ingredients as you want, but the aim is to impress us. You have 1 hour to cook to keep your place in MasterChef. Contestants, please reveal your ingredients.
In the mystery boxes are 1 donut peach, figs, a lemon, French vanilla pod, a brioche, and some mature Saint-Maur goat's cheese, 1 whole dorade fish, 1 saddle of rabbit, slices of Bayonne ham, rat potatoes, and finally French herbs, thyme and chervil.
I'm terrible in those scenarios, like, you know, I like to have things planned out in my head and what I'm doing and what I'm aiming, because it's really tough when you only have an hour and they're like, go, and you spend at least 5 to 10 minutes of that deciding what you're going to do. When you're under time pressure, you know, it's really intense. You just think, look, I have to start something, you know, I've got to get something going.
How are you coping?
I'm doing okay. This pressure kind of thing on the spot thing doesn't do me any good because I like to think out things a lot.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe I've done the wrong thing.
That's kind of the point, Christine.
Yeah, I know it is the point, I know, and I have to deal with it, but
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Christine is completely out of her depth.
The mindset yesterday with the small canapes was that everything had to look good, tasty, and that it had to be technically cooked correctly. So if they use those principles today, they should produce a good dish.
Yeah.
I stood there for 5 minutes at least, wondering what I was going to do. An hour to cook when you know the recipe is tough enough. It's a really, really tough challenge.
What do you think of the ingredients?
A lot of choice there. You know, you can go a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But I just decided to cook a really nice piece of fish, perfectly to point.
Yeah.
Lovely seasoned, cubed potatoes, and then a classic hollandaise, just to give it a bit of wetness.
Okay. Are you going to use any of the other ingredients?
No, I'm just gonna go with that. Keep it simple. I realize a lot there, but I mean, I just wanted to do something classic and hopefully tasty. You know?
It's interesting that Richard has decided to completely boycott most of the box and go with a piece of fish.
That's a good thing. It is going to be really simple, but again, if you really
maybe too simple. The task is to cook French food, so I'd be interested to see has he pulled that off. You're half an hour in, so you have 30 minutes left.
It's not an easy thing to cook off against the team that you've worked with, and it's going to be difficult. So I don't know what the outcome will be.
Tell us quickly, what's the plan?
The plan is saddle a rabbit, stuff it, trying to make potato rosti.
And this is a rosti?
This is the rosti.
Shane is a bit confused at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
They're wrapping everything, they're stuffing everything. You don't have to do that. You know, keep the ingredient that it is and showcase that ingredient. That's what we've been saying since the start.
I like figs and parma ham and goat's cheese together. That's a combination that I'm familiar with and I actually really like. So I thought, OK, I can do something with that.
How are you getting on?
Good. What I've done is I've whipped up the goat's cheese because I want to kind of make quenelles, and I'm going to toast the brioche, serve it with parma ham, figs.
Not parma ham.
Or
Bayonne.
Sorry.
That's all right.
And compote of peach with figs as well.
Okay, well, we look forward to tasting it.
Okay, hope you like it.
Thanks, Meredith.
I love the way Mary looks at
That
ingredients.
she understands the flavours there, what she's using.
Yeah.
That, I think, is really
She's gone
good,
with the fruit, she's gone with the ham. She has stayed away completely from the meat and fish, other than, obviously, the Bayonne ham.
Which I think is good, though, in a way. I think that's the most exciting dish for me at the moment. Guys, you have 6 minutes left. And may I stress that if it's not ready on the plate, myself and Dylan will not be tasting your dishes.
How are you coping, okay?
Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I'm gonna cook for you rabbit wrapped up in the pancetta, served with caramelized peach, with brioche, with blue cheese, and with fig. That's my plan for now.
Thanks, Yarrick.
Thank you.
Yarrick is very unsure of those ingredients. Shooting in the dark.
Yarrick has brought some great flavours together in the past, so he has shown an understanding to date. I know what I'm hoping for. Whether or not that's what comes out the other side, that's why I'm so looking forward to tasting everything today. Guys, 1 minute left.
Guys, time up. Please stop cooking. Stop everything.
Okay, Christine, bring up your dish.
I'm very worried now, but we'll just have to see what way the judges think.
Christine has wrapped her dorade fillets in Bayonne ham, served on a bed of mash with a chervil and goat's cheese butter sauce.
The only concern I would have is that you know your fish is very overcooked. Yeah, you put it in way too early. And what happened to you today, from what I can see, is the ingredients got on top of you. And it definitely affected your time, and the pressure got on top of you.
It really did.
If I was to be constructive for you as well, you got to handle the pressure. You can cook, so don't let the pressure phase you. At the end of the day, absorb that and channel it.
I like the way that you've sort of used ingredients to hand. You have so many there to choose from, so you could have quite easily have confused everything. Potato works well. Yes, your fish is overcooked. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Hopefully they will like it. I've done my best. I wouldn't change anything. That's me, that's myself, that's my cooking. Hopefully they like it, and that dish will bring me to the next stage.
Yarrick has cooked his rabbit in the Bayonne ham, served with sautéed potatoes with caramelised peaches. He's also prepared toasted brioche with goat's cheese and figs.
The loin of rabbit is nicely seasoned. I don't necessarily think you needed the other elements with it. For me, it's slightly underdone. And I don't necessarily think the peach suits the rabbit, to be honest with you. And then I have a little toast with goat's cheese, is it?
Yeah, goat cheese.
How do I eat everything together, or is that just sort of an added bonus? What was the thinking behind that?
There was, first of all, you should eat rabbit with the potato, bite the brioche, and at the end, for sweetness, to bring more sweetness, the peach.
Okay.
Everything doesn't come together very well. I think the peach doesn't look perfect and pretty. The toast isn't crispy. The potatoes are under-seasoned. The rabbit is a little undercooked. I think you've tried to use too many ingredients. I just think you've taken too much on. You didn't have to pick everything. I think that was a mistake on your part today to do that. I think you've shot short today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
I think they could well say that the dish is a little bit simple. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully they'll think the flavour combination is good. So hopefully they'll like it.
Mary has prepared 3 toasted brioche with goat's cheese and compote of peaches, topped with Bayonne ham and a fig slice.
Might eat all this together?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, maybe a small bit too much goat's cheese. Just a little bit less to bring out the rest of the flavours, but I think you worked very well. I think you used the new ingredients today in a kind of way that reflects yesterday. I think you've done pretty kind of dainty food as Mary normally does.
Thank you.
I think that's very good. I think the goat's cheese is perfect. Little sweetness. The fig, Bayonne ham, and the only thing is, yeah, maybe the toast should be crispier, but very tasty. Very nice with canapé. I think you should have the last one.
Thank you.
You're
I will,
welcome.
actually.
Well done, Mary.
Thank you.
I absolutely don't think I've done enough, and I guarantee you I'm going home after that.
Richard has cooked the dorade fish with some sautéed potatoes and chervil hollandaise sauce.
The potatoes nicely seasoned. Could have done a bit more lemon juice with the fish. Hollandaise is okay, but I do think you had a bit of trouble with your fish. But I think you know that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. The acidity's okay in the sauce. The seasoning is there. Yeah, I think you've done okay. You've done okay. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Shane has stuffed his saddle of rabbit with the brioche before wrapping it in the ham, and it is accompanied by a fig and lemon sauce and a potato rosti.
I think it looks very pretty. I think you used ingredients very well. I love that you put the fig in the sauce. Rosti, I wouldn't be convinced. For me, it's like closer to a potato bread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe it's an Irish twist, but definitely not a rosti. But it's fine, not a bad job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nice sauce. Sweetness. Goodness of the lemon coming through. So it's nice with the stuffing. I do think that the rabbit is overcooked, and what happens is because you stuff it and then you wrap it by your own ham, obviously the juices don't really remain in there because they're soaked up by all the stuffing that you've done. But it is very pretty. In all fairness, you have done the task justice because you've used the ingredients that were given to you. You thought about it. You've shown a bit of technique. So, you know, well done.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much. Guys, if I can please ask you to leave the room while myself and Dylan make the difficult decision. Thank you.
I think it was quite intriguing to see why people made different choices. Say the likes of Richard, he avoided most of the ingredients in the box.
Hid behind the box, basically.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised at him. I think that Mary, you know, kind of elaborated on what she'd learned yesterday, but it was just simple 3 canapes.
We're expecting more from that, from what we've seen.
I was.
But it was tasty.
Yeah. What did you think of Jarek today?
He was very uncomfortable with those ingredients. He was very unsure of himself, and I think he sort of played at it, mixed and matched around.
Today he seemed so uncertain, so underconfident, just a real lack of
in his food,
belief. Yeah.
What was your thought on Christine? She did overcook the fish.
For me today, she shocked me. But she continued to push and she continues to try, and I think that's admirable.
Yeah, she's a battler, and I think she will learn from these mistakes today, you know, and I think that's commendable.
I mean, I think she's so much more interesting to watch sometimes than so much safer. I thought that Shane did a great job. I mean, I wasn't a fan of the rostis, but it was a good citrus kick to the stuffing. He made a nice sauce using the figs. I just thought that he consistently cooked another good dish. Thank you for all your French dishes.
Unfortunately, only one of you will not be going through to the next round. Jarek, I'm really sorry, it is you. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jarek.
Well done, guys.
Good luck, Jarek.
The MasterChef experience was amazing time for me. It was very stressful but enjoyable. It was like a roller coaster. I was down and then up. Yeah, I think inside me is more to show, more to give. I really love cooking. I have a passion for cooking. But maybe it wasn't my days, but unfortunately my time is over. I'm not gonna stop cooking. I'm gonna keep cooking and cooking and cooking.
Next time on MasterChef.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to the 6th outing of the John Murray Show Walking Club.
There's 300 people coming in for lunch, so that means you have to get this plated up in 1 minute.
Didn't prepare enough courgettes for 100 dishes.
I actually have not one doubt in my head that we're going to win today. We're definitely going to win today.
After all that, the contestants face the ultimate test.
Probably the most nervous I felt coming into an elimination day.
I think there's every chance that I'm going home this evening.
Yeah, I want it pretty badly.